Faith deal. The president tells me if they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. The president went on to say you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country.
Everything started on Saturday when U.S. Air Force began a rescue operation in south of Isfahan city to rescue the second airman of the shot-down F-15 in Iran. For several hours, people could hear heavy bombing and the sound of airplanes and helicopters in the sky. Soon it became clear that the rescue operation, but the operation which was supposed to become a heroic and rather Hollywood-type operation, was nothing less than an impossible mission. Within an hour, the operation went south as 2 helicopters and an A-10 fighter jet were shot by Iranian forces. The crew of the helicopters were wounded, but they managed to get away. The A-10 crashed, and the pilot ejected on the Persian Gulf and was rescued. Later on, 2 advanced MQ-9 drones were shot down over Isfahan, and 5 minutes later, 1 more helicopter and 2 C-130 transport airplanes were shot down too. Within an hour, Iranian officials announced that the U.S. rescue plan was failed and showed the crash sites of the burned U.S. planes. Based on the local witnesses, more warplanes arrived and began to bomb the crash site to destroy all the evidence. They also bombed several villages on their way back, which resulted in killing a dozen of local civilians. Even though there are reports of the death of many American soldiers in the failed mission, Trump quickly announced the success of the rescue mission without showing any evidence, not even the photos of the 2 rescued pilots. Since Trump and his administration have lost all their credibility, even among their close allies, many believe that this is another propaganda to cover the disastrous failed mission. Within minutes after Trump's announcement, tons of criticizing messages were posted on social media from journalists, politicians, and military experts. Ethan Levins, an American journalist and analyst, writes, $200 million destroyed while rescuing a single pilot. He also adds, they're hiding the U.S. casualties. Unable to cope with loss and humiliation, Trump started the language of threat.
Faith deal. The president tells me if they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. The president went on to say you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country.
Then he leaves a message on social media saying, Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one, in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the dam straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. This message indicates his clear desperation and his state of mind. It also demonstrates that he has lost it all, unable to understand the situation he is in. It also indicates that first, he hasn't understood that Iranians don't appreciate the language of threat. And a verbal threat makes them even more eager to insist on their point of view. Second, he has no respect for the international law. Under the international law, attacking or destroying the infrastructure of another country is an act of war crime. Third, use of force won't open the Strait of Hormuz and would make the situation even worse. It is time to invoke the 25th Amendment and remove Trump from power. Or get ready for World War III.